My name is Zoe Weil, and I'm the co-founder and president of the Institute for Humane Education. I've been a humane educator for about 30 years now, teaching about the interconnected issues of human rights and environmental preservation and animal protection in order to give young people the knowledge and the tools and the motivation to be conscientious choice makers and engaged change makers for a more peaceful, just, and sustainable world. And what I realized in many years of teaching young people about pressing global challenges is that when they learned about really important global issues, about suffering and injustice, about destruction in the world, and they were given the tools to solve problems, they would do so with enthusiasm and engagement and collaboratively and using incredible thinking skills. And after reaching about 10,000 kids a year annually doing this work, I realized we needed a revolution in education in which these ideas became the core of what we teach young people today. And so at the Institute for Humane Education, we train people to be humane educators, and we offer professional development to teachers in order to bring these ideas directly into the curriculum so that these ideas aren't just an add-on, but they're the core, that relevant global issues are the substance that students are learning about and studying so that they can become more literate and numerate and understand science and be critical thinkers and creative thinkers and systems thinkers and strategic thinkers and solutionary thinkers for a better world. And this kind of education is incredibly engaging to young people and prepares them for the important roles that they're going to have in the world so that no matter what careers they pursue, they will be able to ensure that the systems within their chosen professions are sustainable and just for everybody, people, animals, and the environment. The consequence of not teaching in this way is dire. Young people already understand and know about the problems in the world, but they are becoming more apathetic and more cynical. A couple of years ago, I gave a talk at a middle school, and it was a private school, a progressive school with kids who were 10 and 11 years old. And I asked them to tell me what they thought were the biggest problems in the world. And they created a huge list on a whiteboard. And then I asked them if they could imagine us solving these problems. And of the 45 children in that classroom, only a handful raised their hands. That was the most worrisome moment in my career as an educator. I thought to myself, if young people can't even imagine us solving our problems, what is going to motivate them to try? So now we are trying to revolutionize education by creating a revolutionary K-12 curriculum that we are going to implement and refine in the first solutionary school. And then we're going to release this curriculum to the world, and it's going to meet every standard so that any public school, any school anywhere can adopt this curriculum and truly transform education. Right now in the United States, the mission of our Department of Education is to prepare students for global competitiveness. That's simply not a good enough mission for today's world. Between global warming and the potential loss of half of all species on Earth by the end of this century and a growing population of over 7 billion people, each of whom needs access to adequate food and clean water and a home and economic opportunity, and 1 billion of whom don't even have access to adequate food or clean water, we need a bigger purpose for education. We need young people to grow up to be solutionaries who are prepared and excited to address the challenges we face. And the truth is that even though we face some potentially catastrophic problems, never before in recorded human history have we lived in less violent, less discriminatory, and less cruel times. And young people today have, with devices that fit into their pockets, access to the breadth and depth of human knowledge, and they have the ability to communicate and collaborate with people across every border to solve the problems that we face. There is no doubt that we can prepare young people for this important role in the world, and that they will be better off, and the future for all of life on Earth will be better off if we adopt this bigger purpose for schooling. So we have many things we can offer people. We have online graduate programs, online courses, an award-winning free resource center on our website, humaneeducation.org, where people can get lots of free downloadable resources that they can use in classrooms. And I also have a new book that's just coming out called The World Becomes What We Teach, Educating a Generation of Solutionaries. I hope you'll read it.